What is good, everyone? Welcome to another Car Talk. Today is gonna be a little random because so like just now, a good 30 seconds ago, I was thinking about how, like, you remember when we were a kid, when like you were younger, probably like less than 10, and the stuff that there was such stupid stuff that we thought was super luxurious. You know what I mean? Like remember back when you were kids and you got money, and it could be like about like $1 or $5. And like in today, like, you got $5. All right, I mean, it's cool, you got $5. But back when I was a kid, getting $5 or like $20 was huge. Like it felt like you were rich. It was insane. And it's weird to think about how, like, and even little stuff. Like, I remember when I was younger, I would go to a buddy's house, and him having 2 bathrooms was crazy to me. That in and of itself was just like, wow, you're on the high life right now. You got 2 bathrooms? What the fuck? Or like a mini fridge. I thought mini fridges were the coolest thing. Little shit like that. Nah, you know what I mean? Or it's just weird to think about. Like, your perception of value changes as you get older. Like, even, like, I do wanna, like, even stuff like let's take a mini fridge, for example. It would be cool to have a mini fridge, but now I can't really justify the purchase as far as, so yeah, that goes with a lot of things. Now I have to try to justify the purchase as far as stuff, little shit like that goes. Or, like, recently, like, I'm trying to, never mind, actually cut that out. But yeah, little stuff like that. Another random topic that popped in my head. So I was watching Neil deGrasse Tyson, right? I've been going down a rabbit hole of binge watching his podcasts, because I find it's more of him talking anyways, I'm getting off topic, but I find his like talking very interesting. But he recently went to Antarctica. Well, not recently. It wasn't recent at all. I just saw the video recently. But he went to Antarctica. And it was so cool. They had this giant boat, and the front of the boat was reinforced with like a really strong metal. And how they went, like, they boarded Antarctica was they literally just rammed into the ice sheet with the reinforced part of the ship, and to try to crack the ice sheet to move through into Antarctica. And I found that to be, I'm rolling down the windows, it's really hot, and I found that to be the coolest thing. Like, that would be awesome to go to Antarctica. And then it went down a rabbit hole of, like, I was curious on, well, how could someone, just say like a regular individual, go on a trip to someplace like that? Apparently there's cruises. I didn't even know that you could go buy a cruise that'll take you there, and you could go see it. The cruise in of itself is like over 10 grand, but it's still a cruise, which is pretty cool. And fuck it, when I get older, if I have, 12 bands of just fuck you money, why not? Why not go to Antarctica? It's such like okay, cool, let's just go. I find that a lot with a lot of things. Like, now, whatever, we'll just, fuck it, we'll do it, see what happens. At the end of the day, you'll get a cool memory out of it. I don't know. Little shit like that. Went down a little rabbit hole. It was pretty cool. You could even go to There's places everywhere that you could take that I didn't even realize. My bad. Got a text message. I was just reading it. I don't know. It's kind of weird when you go down little rabbit holes like that. Space. Neil deGrasse. What got me into Neil deGrasse Tyson was I recently went to a planetarium, right? And it showed me how we were learning about constellations and all that. But it was just mind blowing on the amount of just space itself is so mind blowing in my opinion, and it's just cool how all right, we have our little solar system, right? But then you zoom out. Okay, all right, we're in all the stars in the sky are other suns, right? And other solar systems. Then you zoom out to there, you're in the galaxy, in our Milky Way galaxy. But then out of the Milky Way galaxy, they have billions of stars, billions of solar systems. And then you zoom out from the Milky Way galaxy, and then there's billions of other galaxies that have billions of stars. It's just insane how vast space is. And then when I hear him, his podcasting, he talks about space, and sometimes not even about space, about random stuff, but the way he's able to break down science in such a digestible way is very interesting. Now, when I was younger, I did really, really like science. Not so much for excuse me. I found science really, really interesting. For example, when we were doing forensics, I took that class. Just because, why not? I found it pretty cool. And it's cool, the technology that we have and the way we're able to get DNA off of literally anything. And the whole thing, just the whole science world is just mind-blowing. How you can mix certain chemicals together and they create, this reaction, or how the environment works. I don't know. I found it a really, really cool subject in school. Now, I still hated all the homework and all that, you know what I mean? School itself, I liked some aspects of it. I despised tests and I despised homework. I understand why they do it. I do feel like there's got to be a better way, a better system that we can figure out. I don't know, get some experts on the case. But I found learning about it really, really cool. And I have noticed though, what school did teach me was how much I hate. It kind of taught me my learning style, because I really suck at reading stuff and then remembering it. I could read something and then I'll forget it. It's one reason why when I do want to, let's say I want to read a book, for example, I end up listening to an audiobook, because if I'm reading, what ends up happening is I'm reading the words, but I'm just reading the words. I'm not comprehending what is being read. I'm just, alright, well, yada, yada, yada. I'm just reading. You get what I'm saying? I'm just reading the words, but not comprehending what's actually going on in the story. So, when I have someone listen or read it out loud to me, and I'm just listening on top of reading, then for some reason I'm able to understand what is being read. The best way I personally learn, though, is through hands-on experience. Hands-on experience, I end up, making a mistake, remembering the mistake, and then learning from it. That's what I've noticed I've learned the best from, is doing the work like doing the hands-on experience, not so much the classroom stuff. I don't know, for some reason, and even when I do this real estate stuff, the amount of reading that I gotta do, brother, it is exhausting. And I like videos. When I watch videos, I learn a lot better through a video than reading something or something like that. We've gone on. This car talk has went to like 5 different topics in the span of 10 minutes. Like I don't know what Noah's gonna title this video, but it'll be interesting. He'll come up with one. I kind of just going with the flow right now. It actually generally is a gorgeous day outside, and it's my day off. I gotta try to figure out. I gotta be productive. Unfortunately, I gotta get all the productive stuff out of the way. I would love to go hiking though right now. That would be either go hiking or probably go hiking. I do enjoy that. You know, if I wasn't working 7 days a week, I'll probably hike every weekend. Today's the one day in like 2 weeks that I have a day off. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. But anyways, I hope you enjoy this little rant, or not rant, more just ramble. We've been rambling through like different topics. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. See ya.